Hello and welcome to another update video about AVAX. While things are rather quiet in the crypto space, what I would like to do, I would like to record another video here for our long-term target video playlist. So what we sometimes do on some of the charts, we record videos that show you the long-term targets for the next bull run. We do have a dedicated playlist on YouTube for that. So if you're interested to check out some of your favorite coins with the relevant all-time high targets, then please feel free to do so. You will find that on the channel. Important is to say that these targets are of course not guaranteed. They depend on certain conditions, okay? So they depend on certain conditions. So I will also let you know for AVAX what the condition is that needs to be fulfilled to get to these targets. First of all, we take a look here at the daily chart. This is counted currently as a 1-2-1-2 setup. That is for me the only way how I can make a bullish count work for AVAX. A 1-2-1-2 setup. Because what would be the alternative? The alternative would be an ABC. A wave, B wave, C wave. If we have a 3-wave top, that is a very, very bearish chart, or at least at the very best, an unreliable chart. Already, due to the 1-2-1-2 setup, this chart is rather unreliable. Please be aware of that. When will this chart turn bearish or even more unreliable? And that is also the level I give you that we need to hold to really look at a 3rd wave target with a decent likelihood. Yeah. So price needs to hold the July low of 2021. We talk here about what level? We talk here about $9.21. Any drop, so this bear market, we didn't go below that level. We just about avoided that. Yeah. So what was the low in this bear market? Around about 1060. So if we drop below that 920 level, then I have no choice because it will invalidate the second 1-2 setup. I will not be able to count this as a 1A overshooting B wave and C. That would be a little bit far-fetched, feels a little bit forced. I can live with a 1-2-1-2 setup, but again, the condition is that low needs to hold. So as long as that low is holding, what would be the target and the outlook? First of all, we look at this as a 1-2-1-2, which means the wave 2 is what is currently being put in. Maybe the low is already in. The target for the next bear market high would depend on that 3rd wave here. So we have a wave 1 to the upside, a wave 2, and then we have a 3rd wave. That would be the 3rd wave of a 3rd wave because the higher degree structure here would also put in a 3rd wave. So you can think of it as, okay, we are now, or as soon as a bear market low is in, we will be in the green 3rd wave. But that 3rd wave will also consist of 5 waves, which is the white wave count. So there will be a 3, there will be a 4, so there will be wave 4 and the wave 5. If I had to look at this chart in terms of quality and compare it to other charts long term, this one here would be low quality. Yeah, why is that? The reason is that if I count that as a 1-2-1-2 setup, again, that in itself makes the chart less reliable. And the fact that this wave 1 was so much longer than the first wave 1 makes it even less reliable. But because we are so far holding that July 21 low, I still count it as bullish. Just be aware that this is higher risk, yeah, especially for the long term. But still, we can calculate targets based on the assumption that the low will hold and based on that condition, okay? So if we go down to that roughly the $10 level, yeah, then the target for the 3rd wave up would be the 1.618 extension. We talk here about $238. That would be the minimum target, ideally even higher, yeah, possibly the 200% extension. A 3rd wave can always extend as long as relevant support levels are holding. That will depend on the subdivisions. So I cannot really tell you that now, but this is sort of a good guideline target between $238 and $292. We should then see a wave 4 down, which would be rather shallow, and the wave 5 up. The wave 5 should reach, and that's only a textbook target because really I can only give you a clear 5th wave target as soon as I have the wave 3 in, the wave 4 in, then I can calculate the wave 5. That would be the 2.618 extension at $380. That, however, would only complete the green third wave. There will be another 4 and another 5 that could take us all the way up to $500 maybe. So this is a bit of a moon count here. Don't think it will definitely work out. I always highlight the risk that we have with altcoins. Yeah, these are the targets that we would get if we follow through in an impulse and get a new all-time high. Condition very clearly is that that $9.20 level is holding. So hopefully that clears up the long-term targets. Looking at the short term, if we go to the 1 hour chart, we have a possible reaction to our resistance here. Yeah, so we're currently looking at this as a Y wave down of this high, which was printed on the 18th of April. We're looking at this as an ABC structure in a Y wave. We're now in the C wave. Highlighted to you in, I think, yesterday's video and the days before, that we're waiting ideally for one more low. And we have a reaction to the fib level resistance at 1527. It's not enough of a reaction to say we have definitely topped here, but we have a possible top in place for wave 4. That condition, or that, and ideally we follow now through to the downside. As long as we're holding today's high, or yesterday's high that was, at 1534, we can focus on the downside because we have 3 waves up. We have enough waves to call that wave 4 complete. And if we now lose support here, and we basically have a mini head and shoulders here. So if we lose 1480 now, I think then we can go down quite swiftly in a 5th wave. And maybe that will be the last low here in this sort of correction. Yeah. Important is to still get the next wave up as an impulse with a high likelihood. We want to hold the 1299 level. I explained all that in the previous videos. It's just like if we break below 1299, the immediate bullish outlook will get very, very challenged. Yeah. So we have here our WXY structure of this February high or January high. And ideally we need to hold to really give us the prospect of a 3rd wave rally. We need to hold the 1299 level. Otherwise, on this sort of micro, or let's say on the 4 hour chart, the setup will become very unlikely. So again, with a chart like that, which is long-term rather unreliable, short-term patterns are tradable. Just be aware of the long-term risk. Okay, it's more like uncertainty. It's not necessarily a bearish chart. It's more long-term uncertain. And I've already highlighted like months ago that I don't really like the AVAX chart medium-term, but short-term here or medium-term, it provides quite nice patterns. It's just that long-term, due to that sort of ABC structure or 1-2-1-2 setup, it is just less reliable and lower quality. All right, that's my update about AVAX. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.